Hey, good afternoon. Wes here with Dub Development Consulting. Wanted to shine a bit of a light on so many of our partners today as I share this message about the 2020 Live to Lead Harrisonburg, where we get to do the first ever live virtual event coming up in just 15 days, I think, on Friday, October 9th. I think that's 15 days away from right now as I record this. We get to do this live. I'm going to be in Atlanta where it's happening live. I get to volunteer this year and help out with the event with John and Steve Harvey and Alan Mullally and Craig Rochelle and Kat Cole and all the other folks that are going to be in attendance in that event. It's going to be smaller than past years because it's going to be smaller everywhere, hence the virtual option that we get to do. So Cindy's going to be here managing the chat, working with the folks that participate live and just making sure that that experience is number one. And we'll get to host again, and I'll be able to be involved in that chat later. And we've got our Executive Summit focused event coming up in person at Blue Ridge Community College on October 23rd. We're working out the final details of that right now. So I'm super excited, but I wanted to kind of leave this message today and speak into some of the partners. So we've got this year a whole bunch of partners. Now I've got those on the screen. Let me make it to where it's bigger, because it's more important than what you see with me, because we just couldn't do it. This is the 6th year we've had the event. This is a way different event than we've ever had before because we've got these virtual options that we just couldn't offer. But gosh, the world's different than it's ever been before with what we can and can't do and the way we need to approach life. So first and foremost, I want to call attention to the partners that have been with us every single year, and that's on the left-hand side of the screen. LD&B Insurance and Financial Services. They've been a leadership partner every single year we've had the event. Dynamic Aviation, it's just such a blessing for what they do in the community. They serve folks all around the world, but they employ 600 or so folks here right out of the Shenandoah Valley, right here in the Bridgewater area. And gosh, it's just so cool to have had them as a leadership partner every single year that we've been able to do this event. And Bank of the James, the Shenandoah Valley, Thomas Ray, gosh, if you know Thomas, he's just been such a blessing. They've been a corporate partner every single year, but just as importantly as that partnership, Thomas was one of those first guys that I could reach out to and bounce ideas around and say, hey, what do you think about this? What do you think about that? And we were able to craft the in-person event, and we've been able to make it better so much based on the feedback that he's been willing to give me over the years. And Chiropractic Solutions now, which Move Integral is a part of, Dr. Dennis DuPont, great friend of mine. We've known one another since high school. He is literally one of the best in the world at what he does. And it's so cool to have them as a small business partner, and they have been every single year. I was just in the office and got a little adjustment the other day, and some of the stupid stuff that I was having pain with was fixed just like that. I've got a checkup again this coming Monday, and so super excited about that. So really, really excited about that. We've got so many other partners that we've dealt with for 5 and for 4 and for 3 years. You know, the Power Connection, we do a ton of work with them, and just watching what Jordan does with that entire organization, and how do we build a culture for our folks so we can serve the community at a higher level, and we can add so much more value to our customers. Appeal Production and what they do. They did some videos for us for our Emerging Leader Development course a year or so ago, and what a pleasure it was to work with them, and it's great to get to partner with them for the 2nd year. This is our 3rd year partnering with WHSV, and that's been such a cool relationship. When Satya Percival was their general manager, now Jay Webb is, and you know, Jay and I have known one another for a number of years, and it's just so exciting to have partnerships and friendships with organizations like that have such a reach in the community. You know, Blue Ridge Community College this year is our what do we call it, our site partner, and you know, getting to work with John Downey and Kevin Ratliff and that entire team there. You know, everything that they do and provide to the community as well is just so cool to have partners like that. You know, again, we've got the Harrisonburg Rockingham Chamber of Commerce as a leadership partner that we've worked with, I think either 4 or 5 of the last, maybe all but the first year, I think. And it's just such a good relationship. We get to do so much stuff with the team at the Chamber. You know, we've just gotten to know Bill and Colleen Whiteford and Adam Van Norwick at Appalachian Physical Therapy over the last year or 2. And that's grown into such a good relationship. It's now a leadership partner relationship with Live to Lead Harrisonburg, Stoneburner, those guys, Andrew McAdams and Jonathan Bucher. I've known them for years, but they've been every year. This year, they're leadership partners for the first time. Super excited about that. But they've been partners with us since 2016. It's their 5th year as being partners for the event. The Shenandoah Valley Regional Airport. It's so exciting to have that partnership because, my goodness, we love flying out there. It's just a bonus that we don't pay for parking, but it's so convenient, and it's just so amazing to be able to do all of our business travel through there. I've just in the last few days booked 2 different flights over the next few months. One's for that event in Atlanta, and then another one is for some work Cindy and I get to do in the Florida area in December. So it's just great to have those partners, Interchange and Valley Equipment and Shenandoah Automotive and Rittenhouse Auto Service and Shenandoah Valley Printing. Gosh, Felicia Crawford, and she's done just such a wonderful job with all of our printing services, and even the catalog of services that we put together aside from this Live to Lead event in the last year. She and Scott have done just such a wonderful job for us. And Clint Sellers Law Firm. Clint and I have known one another since we were like 12, and it's so cool to see that and have these partnerships that we can work with year to year to year. Andy Sams photography Andy's somebody that we've just gotten to know over the last year or so. He's relatively new to the area, but here's what's cool. Andy's a rock star at what he does. Now, he's a musician too, but in the photography world, he does events, big events. Now, COVID has certainly impacted his business, but he's super creative. So he's figuring out ways to impact people and do things right that can really serve the clients that he serves nationwide. When we get back in a spot that we can do things again, he'll be able to be even better for those companies. Broadway Co-working and Bear Web Design. My goodness, we're appreciative of all that we get to do with Eugene Bayer and just the level of service, the level of value that he adds to everything that we do. Gil Coleman and Coleman Engineering. What an amazing guy that we got to know through the Central Valley Habitat for Humanity Board. We did some volunteer work for them a while back, and Gil's just got a servant's heart and does so much to be a blessing to this area, and just provides that level of expertise and with drive, but with compassion. It's just such a neat mix. The Chick-fil-A Stanton and Waynesboro team, gosh, Chad Martin and Jay, they've done so much for the community, but it's just such a pleasure to work with them. Sugar Mama Bakery, Ashley Foltz did some amazing cookies last year. We've known Ashley and her husband Andrew for a number of years, but she started her business and she's doing some unique baking. She just made our son's wedding cake a few months ago, and what a wonderful job. But the cookies she did last year, the branding and the special touch that she does to everything is just over the top. Rockingham County Baseball League is a new partner. Randy Adkins served as the president or the commissioner of the league this past year. It's one of the oldest in the country. Wooden bat summer leagues, and just so much history there with that, so much excitement and so on. And then Mr. J's Bagels and Deli, that's been such a phenomenal partnership that we've been able to work with them over. I think this is now the 5th year with them as well. And I guess the two that I have not gotten to yet, but will, is Honey Baked Ham and Rod and Karen Little. We've known Rod. I've known Rod for 20 years. He was my HR manager. I've learned so much from Rod and just gotten so much value out. And it's so much fun to have that relationship that we can do business with the people that we've got solid friendships with and the folks that do so much in the community. And then finally, I think if I've missed anyone, I truly and sincerely apologize, but I'll circle back and say with the Blue Ridge Area Food Bank, that's our community partner. And for the last several years, we've designated them because they reach so many folks, they impact so many lives, and they get so much out of every contribution dollar that somebody gives them. They're the most genuinely appreciative group that I've ever seen and ever gotten to work with. But I believe they can provide, I think I might be saying this wrong, and we'll be able to hash out those details and I'll get it right another time when I'm not being extemporaneous. But I think that they can provide 4 meals for every dollar that's donated. They've got a lot of partnerships on food sources and so on, but what they really need is cash donations so they can fund some of that stuff, and that's what they do. So we love being able to partner with them. And not only donate, so we donate a percentage of our top line revenue. In past years, it's been 5. This year's a little bit different, but we still want to make sure we're able to contribute that at least a 4-figure check to them and so on. But gosh, they make so much out of it, and we want to call attention to what they do, and we want to be able to kind of pay it forward, if you will. So with that said, gosh, if you're not familiar with Live to Lead Harrisonburg, gosh, hop on the website, l2l-harrisonburg.com, learn about all the virtual options we've got. Hopefully we'll be able to put an in-person option together yet this year. With that said, have a great day, and here's a quick video from John for what you can expect from that virtual experience. God bless.
Hi, I'm John Maxwell, and I'm coming to you from my own home to invite you to Live to Lead, a virtual leadership event streamed straight to the comfort and safety of your own home. If you're wondering what a virtual conference is, this event is an opportunity for growth. This event is an opportunity for you to invest in your leadership. This event is an opportunity for you to make the most of this year. And it all happens right on your computer. We're inviting you to learn from a few intentional people that I've invited to share the stage. Steve Harvey, Kat Cole, Alan Malawi, and Craig Rochelle. They will all be joining me. And let me tell you why I picked these people. This is not a time for a L2L, just to have just people who can speak well. We have to have leaders who model how to overcome adversity well and will help you throughout this incredible crisis. At our virtual event, there will be opportunities to participate in Q&A, live chat with other growth-minded leaders, engage in polls and other audience engagement tools so that you're a part of the conversation. We've made this so not only can you join, but your team can join with us also. So join me as we bring you Live to Lead, a virtual event, and together, let's make the most of this year. Let's lead with intentionality.